Hello everybody, Movie Maniacs here to review Spider-Man Homecoming, the new MCU film, a new Spider-Man film.
Produced by Sony.
Yes, to reboot the Spider-Man franchise once again.
For the third time.
Yes, so we got a glimpse of him in Civil War, and now it's his own standalone movie. And I just want to bring this up, but after seeing the movie, does the title fit?
I suppose it does. I still don't really... I don't know. I don't really care for it.
I understand the title, but there's more relevance to the title, like in Homecoming, like coming home to the MCU. Marvel.
Which is almost kind of cocky.
Yeah.
From Marvel.
That's kind of what I got out of it. I mean, I understand Homecoming dance, whatever.
High school.
But that's not the point of the movie. I just curious little thing there. So. First thoughts, Spider-Man Homecoming.
It was quite enjoyable, quite fun, quite a fun summer film. Lots of fun to be had watching this movie. Yeah, Tom Holland does a good job.
Yes, very good job.
He brings it to the high school level. He's supposed to be 15 in this movie, not 40, like with Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. But I'll still say Tobey Maguire he's still my favorite Spider-Man.
Yes, me too.
I grew up watching. Not to be Chris Stuckman, but with those original Spider-Man movies, and I just can't quite let go of that easily. And I do genuinely think those first two are possibly three. I don't even know. I might have to go back and watch it, but better films. But this is still a really good film. A lot better than The Amazing Spider-Man.
Yes.
Both
so much more.
Way better. What did you think at the attempt? Like, what did you think about the weaving of MCU characters into this movie? Like,
I thought they did a good job. I think that the trailers made it look like Iron Man 4, and it didn't end up being that way. I think it was really smart how they used Tony Stark in this film. I think it actually worked and made the film better.
There's even a shot in the trailer that's not even in the movie where there's Spider-Man swinging and Iron Man's flying next to him.
Yeah, that's totally for the trailer.
That's not even in the movie. But those trailers gave away way too much, I think.
I'm going to disagree with you. I thought they were going to give away too much, but they didn't. They didn't.
Yeah.
Because of what we got with the villain, Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton is the first spectacular villain we've gotten from the MCU. First one that actually has layers. First one that's memorable. I guess Loki's memorable, but I still don't really care for him. But Michael Keaton as the Vulture is the first time they've understood what makes a good villain, and he really shines here. That guy can do no wrong. I love that man.
He portrayed this character so well. What they did in the script was super smart, and just how they developed this character and bring him throughout the film, it was just amazing. Marvel learned from this.
He's not just a bad guy who wants to take over the world or everything. Like Ego in Guardians of the Galaxy. Which we never reviewed, but...
Yeah, we did never review that movie. But yes, that's how I compare these two films. Guardians of the Galaxy could not handle the villain. Spider-Man Homecoming could really do it. They did, it was polar opposite, good and bad villains.
Spider-Man movies usually have good villains other than the Lizard.
Yes.
Yeah.
But... Yeah, I did not think... I know I really do like Michael Keaton. He's like your favorite actor of all time.
No, one of them.
Yeah. But... I still did not think, they're not. It's gonna be a bad villain again, unmemorable. But there's a curveball that you don't see coming. Of course, I don't want to give it away at all because it's something. It's too good.
It's too great, and it totally slaps you in the face when it comes up in the movie. But it was good.
Yes, and it made it because there was a period of time 20 minutes where I personally thought it was a 20-minute, 30-minute kind of it was good. But it was not...
It was just okay.
Oh, it was just okay? I thought it was good. Yeah. But it wasn't as good as the beginning of the film.
The beginning of the movie starts off really strong. And then it's just kind of like Peter Parker and going to the science convention, or trivia contest thing. And that's just whatever. But then there's then this thing in the trailer where they take away his suit. That's when the movie starts amping up again.
Yes.
It's really good.
There's definitely some high and lows to this movie, but overall I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Very enjoyable film, and one of the better MCU films of recent, and I would say it's in the
best
better
since,
half.
Best since Ant-Man, for sure.
Yeah,
for me.
Okay. I still think Civil War is a better film, but yeah, I really did enjoy this movie a lot. It's just a movie that you guys have to see. That's honestly.
You like Civil War more than this movie?
I would say yes. Oh, okay. I'd say I do like my origin films of the MCU, but I think Civil War is just a pretty good film, and I just rewatched it, and I still think it tops it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, visuals are good. I think the music was actually not too bad compared to these lame MCU film scores we've always gotten.
The Vulture theme was the one thing that it kind of had like an eerie tension.
There was something. I mean,
something a little more than just bland, same old.
Because I'm not saying it's the best score of all time. I'm probably not going to listen to it again. But the thing is, it's between the villain and the score. I would say that they're finally trying to learn from their mistakes.
Yeah.
And
this is not Thor: The Dark World. This is a good movie.
No. Yes. Exactly. And most people would say it's not Iron Man 2, but we both enjoy Iron Man 2.
I like Iron Man 2 quite a bit.
Yeah. So.
But the one thing I'll still say is, the last fight had some intensity to it, but throughout, wouldn't you say the action scenes just did not have enough like grit to it? Like,
I would say that the action scenes were not the memorable part of this movie, but did they really need to be? I don't think so. I think this movie was seriously just an origin story all about Peter Parker, not Spider-Man. I think it's more Peter Parker, and I think that's right to do. Now they bring a sequel out there, better action, because this movie didn't need a lot of action because he's not in that kind of mind yet.
Yeah.
He's still young. He's still not Marvel like fighting gods with Thor and like it's small.
And of course, I didn't want a repeat of the other few reboots of Spider-Man, but I thought it was sort of off-putting that there was no mention of Uncle Ben whatsoever, because he's such a major part of the character in the comics and whatever, but not a single mention, just Aunt May and how hot she is.
Yeah, that was kind of the thing, and
that's pretty much all you get.
They should have mentioned him, just a mention. They don't need to have the whole speech of him saying the thing.
Great power.
No, they don't. They didn't have to do that. That's good, but they should have mentioned him, and there's parts that they did not keep relevant to the comics. I'm not going to go all diversity and stuff names or whatever, but I liked the characters, but I do like my relevance to the comics. I really do. I do. I think, and I think they tried to say, okay, Amazing Spider-Man was the same thing as the other one, and so we just have to be different. We have to be different, and that's what we got.
Which they are different, but not all of it needs to be different.
That's true.
And then one last thing that I wasn't so hot on, like this is just typical Marvel, but they cram in so much humor and jokes into this movie that it's very, very saturated with humor, which I have no problem with that. That's what Spider-Man is. He's very witty and slinging jokes around, and all the scenes when he's stopping the robbers at the ATM and stuff, throwing one-liners at them, that's good stuff. But they put in a lot of humor in this movie that, I mean, they just didn't need to be that concentrated. A lot of the humor worked. Some of it doesn't.
There's some good, some bad. Yeah, that's what I'd say.
But I just feel like they tried to put as much in there as literally possible instead of just going for what was natural.
Keeping it lighthearted with no stakes.
Yeah, and this is not a spoiler, but there's a scene where Michael Keaton kills someone, and then it's supposed to be like this intense moment, but then it changes over quick, and it's like, oh wait, I thought this was the anti-gravity gun, because he just wanted to like, I don't know, hurt him or something, but he ended up killing him. And it would have been way more intense if he just killed him with a straight look of menace on his face, but you didn't get that, and it was just sort of ruined the moment in a way.
I do understand your point there, but I don't think that was his character. I think that wasn't his character to be like, oh, I'm a villain. Like, I think he was kind of shocked when he did what happened too.
Yeah. Well, you guys decide when you see it.
Seriously, it's all up to you.
Yep.
So hit us with a rating.
It's a good film. Spider-Man is back and in a good way. Michael Keaton is stellar as the villain. He's the highlight of the movie for me. Very good stuff there, and I would probably give it a solid 8 out of 10 stars because it's a very enjoyable film, very fun to watch, and I'll be getting it on Blu-ray.
Same for me. I'll give it the next little notch higher with 8.5 out of 10 stars. Really enjoyed this one. Very entertaining, and I would like to see more Spider-Man in the MCU, honestly. Cannot beat the original Sam Raimi films.
No, that's just personal preference right there, but yeah.
But I will say it was better than Spider-Man 3. I will say
because it's less messy.
I think because it's less messy.
It's less messy, but I still can go back and watch Spider-Man 3. You gotta love the dancing down the street.
I do love that scene, and I know a lot of people don't, but it's great.
Yeah, J. Jonah Jameson, you missed that. We need more of that.
Yeah. I don't know if we'll ever get him, though, because it's still young Peter Parker. And I don't want them to. I do not want them to because they will not do it right. J.K. Simmons is forever J. Jonah Jameson, and now
Sam Raimi's sense of humor is the only way that works.
Yes, even if they couldn't get him because now he's in J.K. Simmons is now in the DCU.
He's Commissioner Gordon now.
So it's never happening, guys. It's so sad. Anyway, that is our review of Spider-Man: Homecoming.
We'll get some more reviews coming out soon.
Hopefully.
This week will be 3. I'm seeing that soon. Baby Driver, The Beguiled, War for the Planet of the Apes.
Yes.
That movie is going to be great.
I cannot wait.
And just one more thing. You want to talk about the commentaries? So our short films that we have out there, we have 6.
We have
2, 4, 6, 2 each.
But then there's Endless Night.
Yeah. So we have 7.
7 films.
7 movies. We're going to be starting a commentary series, director's commentaries, where we share our insight, thoughts, and revelations about our films, all of them, from Beast and Paranormal Squad all the way to Obliterate and Modern Renegade. We will be discussing all the details you guys would need to know. It's just for fun. We really think it'd be enjoyable. And our friend Falcon J Cinema did one for the Black Hawk Dilemma, so I was like, hey, that looks like fun. Why don't we do it? So the first one will be my commentary of my first movie that we released on YouTube, Beast. I have some explaining to do.
But before Beast, we will be releasing one of our movies, our old movies, never seen on the channel.
No, 3 years before Beast and Paranormal Squad. 3 years before that. Back in 2012.
5th grade? 6th grade? What was it?
6th grade.